Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Hey everyone, I read an article posted the other day on tiffytaffy.com about Jennifer Grey, who played the iconic Dirty Dancer, Baby, in the movie Dirty Dancing. And it really sparked something I see all the time with managers or sometimes leaders or, well, people from all walks of life and sometimes with small business owners. And it's the blame game. Now, I have nothing against Jennifer Grey. I thought she was awesome in the movie, and I even loved her in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So, don't hate this video, especially my wife who loves the movie. I have a deeper agenda here. But she did fall off the face of the planet after Dirty Dancing, and I always found that strange. But now I know why. And I think knowing why can be helpful for folks from all walks of life, but infinitely most important to me is small business owners. Now, before I let you in on my take on why Baby put herself back in the corner, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe and get notified. And if you're not a swaying client, book a chat with us. We'd like to do something about that. Okay, so I'll put a link to the article in the notes, but in a nutshell, Ms. Grey describes her descent from fame, starting with her mother convincing her to get a nose job. Now, she doesn't completely throw her mother under the bus, but it's clear that in her mind, her mother's suggestion was a large factor in her decision. She claims she had no problem with her nose before this, but then goes on to blame the superficial nature of Hollywood, and that drove her to the nose job as well. It seems she's trying to garner sympathy in the fact that since her nose job, she's felt invisible and anonymous. She even describes the incident where an air flight attendant refused to believe she was the baby from Dirty Dancing. Now, I'm not trying to downplay how she's feeling about things since her nose job. I mean, she really did hit a peak very early in her career, and it's likely hard to keep that rate of success going for an entire career, although many actors have done it. But here's the question. What is at the heart of what someone like this is trying to achieve? Is it more fame and all the glory that goes along with it? Or is it the love of acting, storytelling, and working with others to create art? In this instance, it kind of feels like the former. And this is the danger when folks don't find purpose in their work, when they value shallow or superficial things, when we identify more with our egoic self than a larger purpose. And when those shallow, superficial things like status and even money don't come, we blame. We blame our mothers and our fathers, botched nose jobs, and ironically, the shallowness of the people around us. I like to coach people to first find purpose and value and deeper meaning in their work and let the fortune cards fall where they may. When you place more value on the spoils of your work than you do the actual work itself, you'll never be successful. May I suggest that you make the bar you measure your worth be your willingness to be a better you today than you were yesterday. And look, I have nothing against no jobs. My snoz isn't perfect by any means, but if you want one, get one and then own it. And if you can't find that next epic movie, go find some work on the Hallmark Channel. There's no blame in that. At least you'll be practicing your craft. If you're a small business owner and you suffer a blow, and you will, own it, learn from it, and then go get some work. There's 100 different angles you can come at expressing your purpose in the world, and the bumps will continue to come. That's life. Life isn't like school where we're taught a lesson and then we get tested. Life tests us first and then we learn from it, right? So don't blame your mother, don't blame your colleagues, and don't blame me for being the messenger. And in keeping with the dancing theme, like Pacino said, if you get tangled up, you tangle on. Hoo-ah! Okay, hope this gave you something to think about. Now, go have the time of your life.